These young people understood that real independence meant economic independence. Since then, everything has changed. Every backroom deal now risks exposure. Every shady offer could be televised tomorrow. Every attempt to divide Africa just unifies us faster than they expected. Every business arrangement that exploits Africa now faces scrutiny. My own cabinet initially had concerns. What if they retaliate? Some asked. What if they cut off existing aid? I told them what I'll tell you now. Any aid that comes with strings attached isn't aid, it's control. Any partnership that requires our silence isn't partnership, it's subjugation. Within a week of my speech, 5 other African leaders called me directly, not through diplomatic channels, personal calls. How do we do what you did? They asked. The answer is simple. You stop being afraid, but fear runs deep. Generations of African leaders were taught to be grateful for foreign attention, to accept whatever terms were offered, to never demand equality. Breaking that psychological colonization is harder than breaking physical chains. Western media tried to spin this as Traore escalates tensions or Burkina Faso risks isolation. But they missed the point entirely. We're not isolated, we're connected to our people, our values, our future, and that connection is our strength. The business community initially panicked. Stock prices of companies with major African operations dropped. Mining companies, agricultural exporters, tech firms, they all started reassessing their African strategies. But here's what they discovered. We're not anti-business, we're anti-exploitation. Companies that pay fair wages, respect environmental standards, and contribute to local development are welcome. Companies that extract wealth while leaving poverty behind need to change or leave. The smart companies adapted quickly. They renegotiated contracts, improved working conditions, invested in local communities. They realized that partnership was more profitable than exploitation in the long run. Israel thought they were dealing with just another African leader hungry for foreign investment and willing to protect foreign business interests. Instead, they awakened a continent tired of being treated like a marketplace and a protection racket. The ripple effects continue expanding. Regional organizations are reviewing their foreign partnership agreements. Trade unions are demanding better terms for African workers in foreign companies. Civil society groups are publishing transparency reports on foreign aid flows. African stock markets initially wobbled, but then stabilized as investors realized that transparency actually reduced risk. Corruption and secret deals create instability. Open, fair agreements create predictable business environments. The message from that letter with billions in bribes was clear. We think you can be bought to protect our interests. My response was equally clear. We cannot be bought, will not be bought, and will expose anyone who tries to buy us or use us to protect their exploitation. This isn't about being anti-anyone. This is about being pro-Africa, pro-dignity, pro-sovereignty, pro-economic independence. When foreign powers approach us now, they know the rules have changed. Treat us as equals, or deal with the consequences. Respect our independence, or watch us choose our own path. Do honest business, or find another continent to exploit. Because here's the truth, they're just beginning to understand. Africa is not for sale. Our resources are not for plunder. Our leaders are not for purchase. Never was, never will be. And any leader who tries to sell us out will answer to the people of this continent. The transformation isn't just political, it's generational. Young Africans are building tech companies, starting manufacturing businesses, creating art that celebrates African identity. They're not waiting for foreign approval or foreign investment. They're building the future themselves. This is just the beginning. Every day, more African leaders are finding their courage. Every day, more young Africans are demanding accountability. Every day, this continent grows stronger and more economically independent. They wanted to buy one president to protect their empire. Instead, they awakened 1.4 billion Africans to take control of their own destiny. That was their mistake, and our victory. The revolution continues, not with guns, but with dignity, not with violence, but with truth, not with foreign approval, but with African unity, not with protecting foreign business, but with building African prosperity. This is Ibrahim Traore, and this is our time. Africa is rising, and we're just getting started.